Hi, everybody. My name is Jason Major, and I want to welcome you to the next episode of the Biblical Cinematic Universe. So, it had to happen. We had to get around to one of these Bible movies, which actually starts from the beginning. And this one I'm going to review today is called The Bible in the Beginning, and this is from 1966 produced by Dino De Laurentiis and directed by John Huston. This was an all-star epic, biblical epic movie that starred tons of different actors and different roles, covering from the book of Genesis, from about chapter 1 all the way through the story of Abraham. And so some of the more recognizable roles and actors that you might know: George C. Scott is Abraham, Ava Gardner is Sarah, and Peter O'Toole is the angel of God. John Huston, who directs this film, also delivers the performance as Noah. And and Richard Harris is maybe another actor that some people might recognize as well. Peter O'Toole, interestingly enough, plays the angel of God that visits Abraham when he's talking to him about Sodom and Gomorrah, but he plays all three angels. So although there's three people there, they don't really show their faces. They only show one person's face. But anytime you see the face of one of those angels, is actually the face of Peter O'Toole as the angel. So it's an interesting choice, considering that some theologians think that the angel of God is actually God himself talking to Abraham, meaning Jesus talking to Abraham before we know him as Jesus. That's a whole different other interpretation. So I watched this over 3 different nights, so probably over a course of a week, because it's like a 3-hour movie. And at first I was kind of expecting, oh, okay. And this has been another one that's been sitting on the shelf for a while, and I bought for $5 or got as a present, one of the two. And but you can find for $5 at Walmart or any new DVD store. And this is one that I thought, oh, it'll be fine. It'll probably be, kind of, through the numbers, but it should be, kind of like I know it's a Bible epics, but it might not be as great as 6 minutes, but it's not going to be like as mediocre as some of the other ones I've seen. And I just and the more I watched the movie and more we went through, the more I thought, this is a great movie. The way I would describe this movie is if you like classical music, and if you like, say, paintings, like religious paintings, this movie kind of has that vibe. It kind of feels like a painting come to life. And the music is just so sweeping and epic and, biblical sounding, but like just this grandeur of all the music. It's just beautiful. And the cinematography is just amazing. You're getting all these different stories. So you get the story of creation, you get Adam and Eve, you get Noah, but then you also get Cain and Abel as well. You get Tower of Babel, and then you get the story. You kind of goes from there to Abraham, and you go all the way through with the Sodom and Gomorrah story, and also some of Abraham's adventures. And the scale of this just looks so beautiful. There's some shots where I was just simply going like, how in a pre-computer effects era did they do these shots with hundreds of extras for a scene that only lasts maybe a minute on screen? I mean, you see this scene where Abraham, it is from the Bible. The Bible story has this story where Abraham's nephew Lot is kidnapped, and he's gonna go and rescue him, and you see these epic people on screen, like hundreds of extras, and you're just like, wow, this looks amazing. And the movie is just beautifully done and beautifully shot. And yes, is that dialogue very Shakespearean, very old-fashioned, very King James? Yes, there's a reverence to it, but there's never a stuffiness to it. I felt. There's never a boredom to this movie. The shots, like, oh, just to give you one example of the beauty of cinematography, that doesn't include even epic shots. At one point in the story, you have Abraham in the Bible story. Abraham's going to sacrifice Isaac, his son, because that's what God tells him to do. And then in this one, they have Abraham struggling with that. It was a real like emotion and saying like, why that this can't be right, because that's the God of that's what the other gods do. That's not my God, and he knows that. And they walk through the ruins of Sodom, and you see this like skull, and you see a snake like coming out of the skull as the child Isaac's like, well, were the children also wicked? And it's just like, whoa! It's just like really kind of, and then that Abraham goes like, well, no, I can't do this, but he eventually does. And if you, for those who don't know, actually this Bible story, Abraham's about to sacrifice his son, and God says, no, I prefer. Now I know that you feared God. You passed the test. It was really a test. I didn't really want you to kill him literally, but I want you to see the symbol. And he sees a ram in a thicket. Now, those who are Christians like us, we believe that that ram in the thicket was a symbol and a prophecy of that Jesus would be the sacrifice to die for us as mankind. But that's what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that this movie captures the heart of the New Testament in the Old. I think that's a good way to phrase it. And just from everything from the Old Testament to the Sodom and Gomorrah, to the way they betray events of the Old Testament was amazing. The acting was amazing. I really liked George C. Scott in the second half. I really enjoyed John Huston. That was more compelling than I thought it would be. I highly recommend it. I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10 for now. This is something that I might change my view on repeated viewing, but I highly recommend giving this movie a shot if you're a fan of classical biblical film. Thank you.